All right, y'all, we're back. I'm actually going to talk about the plumbing issue. So here we go. So when I first moved in, there were some minor issues with the plumbing. So for example, like there was like a small leak where the toilet bowl meets like the toilet tank. And I should give you guys a visual. I'm so sorry. Let me go do that now, actually. All right, so this is what my Romanian toilet looks like. Here is the tank. It's connected here to the toilet bowl. So just to give you a visual, the leak was happening in this area, and this is a completely new set, and I'll explain to you guys why. All right, so now that you guys know that the leak wasn't poopy water, sorry, I just had to like put that in there. I know you were thinking it. So the leak really was the water coming from like the fresh water from the tank, essentially going into the toilet bowl. And I thought they were just going to replace that piping right there. But in fact, they ended up replacing the entire, like the toilet seat, the entire piping and the entire tank, because the old tank was kind of tilting a little bit, but they ended up replacing all of it anyway, they being my landlord and his dad. And it was really sweet because they did it like all in like less than 24 hours, which is pretty unheard of even by American standards, I would say, unless you're living like in an apartment building where there's a maintenance crew. Like this apartment, and technically I would, in the United States, I think we would call it like a one bedroom condo, just because my landlord owns it. So this entire building, like, you know, if there are people who are renting, they're renting from individuals. It's not like renting from an apartment building management company, I would say. So in any case, I was so blown away by that. It was really sweet. And also at the very beginning too, the water was so hot in the bathroom area because the cold water wasn't turned on. So Nathan, my field leader, had to come and like figure that out. And thankfully he figured it out in like less than like 2 minutes. He was like, oh, it's because your cold water's turned off. But I took the hottest shower of my life that morning, just really quick. So that was silly. I should have known how to turn that on, but I didn't because I was like, I don't know what all these knobs are and all that stuff. So yeah, that's just like Jill's plumbing issue adventures. And so now what's happening is under the sink, there's a little leak. And so I kept my trash can underneath there to catch like all the water. And I just kept like a separate trash bag for my actual trash, like under the sink. But you guys are going to laugh. Like, they fixed it earlier this week. So it had been like a week and a half. They were trying to desperately like get somebody to come, and my landlord kept sorry guys, I had to like restart the video here. So my landlord kept apologizing to me because they just couldn't get anybody to come out to help them with the repair, because he and his dad came and they're like, okay, this is like beyond our like expertise level. And so they finally get a guy to come out like 2 days ago, and I'm like starting to I'm like sick, but I don't tell them because it doesn't matter. I'm like in the other room. And so they come, they fix it in like 2 hours, like his dad and this repair guy. And my landlord comes over too at the very end, because he ends up coming home from work. And he's like, hey, I'm so sorry it took us so long to fix this. And he was like, I don't know why there have been so many plumbing issues here. He's like, but please, like, if anything else happens, like, immediately tell me. And he was so emphatic about it. And I was like, I'm sure it'll be fine. Like, I think that's it. Like, it'll be fine. But I also had a feeling, like, I think we both were on the same wavelength where we're like, is there something else that's gonna happen? Sure enough, you guys will laugh. Like, my landlord and I had a good laugh about it over text messages. That night, like 2 hours after they had done the repairs, I don't know why, but God convicted me to look under the kitchen sink. And so I did, and there was another leak, and it was really small. And so I took a picture and I sent it to my landlord. I was like, I am so sorry. I know y'all just came and fixed it. And I'm like, but there's another leak in a different place. And the funny thing is, as we were texting, I noticed even another leak. And it's a very, very small trickle, you guys. So that's why I'm laughing about it. I don't have to like leave the apartment. It's not going to flood the apartment or the apartment downstairs. But it was just so funny. Like my landlord was like, I don't know whether I should be laughing or crying right now. He's like, I feel like doing both. He was like, I just got in touch with my dad and the repair guy. And he's like, they're not going to be able to come until like the end of this month. I am so sorry. Like, I would love to come and have this all fixed like earlier, but I just started my new job and I can't take any PTO right now. And I was like, it is okay. Like, I will be praying about it. He knows I'm a Christian. So I was like, I will be praying about it. It's totally fine. It's not urgent. Like, you're fine. There's going to be a bucket underneath. Like, we're good. And so he feels terrible. I'm laughing about it, but yeah, so if you guys could just be praying that the final repairs will actually do the trick. My landlord was telling me to, he's like, I'm just going to replace all the piping underneath the sink. He's like, there's just, I'm so tired of this. I do not want any other gaps and like issues with the plumbing. And he's like, I'm going to make them check the bathroom area too. So wanted to tell you guys that fun story. And, you know, a lot of people would feel probably, I don't know, upset about it, sad about it. I'm just laughing about it. And I really believe that there's a reason why God has allowed these things to happen. Like, there's small things, the repairs have come. It's given me a chance to get to know my landlord, actually, which is a beautiful thing. So I'm praying that I can bear witness to him. His background is that he is Orthodox, and he told me, he was like, with the exception of my Catholic friend, like, you're the only one I've met who's not Orthodox. He's like, I've never left Romania. Like, I've never met anybody within Romania who's not Orthodox. And so that was really surprising to me, because he was the one who brought it up. And it was surprising to me the way he said it, because he was just very awestruck. And I was like, man, you should have met me 5 years ago. He's like, 5 years ago? I was like, I was a Buddhist at that time. So that would have been even more wild to you. And so we had a good laugh about that. But like, he's in his early 30s. He's very open about learning about American culture, Americans in general. You guys will get a huge, huge laugh over this, or maybe a good chuckle. But he learned English through video games, and he's a great guy. He's really young. He's younger than me even, and just really sweet. His dad is super sweet too. Like, his dad can't really speak English, and I can't really speak Romanian, but like, we make it work somehow. Like, his dad is really, really nice. And so I'm just really thankful that God has placed like such a loving and kind family in my life, in a very indirect way, I guess. But yeah, if you guys could just be praying that I can continue, to like bear witness to those who do not yet know Jesus. And I suspect that my landlord does not know Jesus yet, that it would just be just like a really cool thing for me. So thankful that God can use my English, because I do not know a lick of Romanian yet. And yeah, just wanted to share that story with you guys, ask you guys for your prayers, but also just that, you know, things aren't perfect. But things are never perfect, right? We live in a fallen world. Nothing's going to be perfect. So if I ever come on here and I'm just like, everything's perfect, you know, it's probably perfect in the sense of like, things are just going so well that the other things don't really bother me. But yeah, I've had worse, as you guys know. I've been a homeowner before. I do not like dealing with all of these things on my own, figuring out all the repair stuff. So it's been a blessing to just to be able to have somebody else navigate that for me, and me just being like, either I'm home or I'm not home, and you guys can just go into the apartment and deal with it. But it's been a blessing. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful for you guys. Thank you for staying till the very end of this video and listening. And yeah, just keep on praying for me if you feel compelled to. And I'm just really, really thankful for all of your support. So I'll talk to you guys later.